Every year, American drivers lose more than $23 billion to rust damage. That's not a typo, it's a silent killer eating through steel, frames, and wallets. And the scary part, as more states switch to chemical de-icing brine, the problem's only getting worse. Mechanics know exactly how to stop it, but they won't tell you. Because if your car never rusts, their repair bills disappear. So today, I'm exposing 12 rust-proofing secrets the industry would rather keep buried. Myths, manufacturing shortcuts, and underground tricks that can make your car practically immortal. Let's dive in. Number 12. The rust-proofing lie dealers don't want you to question. A few years ago, Consumer Reports claimed new cars don't need extra rust protection. They said the factory coatings were more than enough. But here's the truth. Even reliable brands like Honda, Toyota, Subaru, and GM have recalled nearly 2 million vehicles for corrosion issues. Factory coatings are thin, uneven, and often sprayed before final assembly. Miss one seam weld or bolt cavity, and you've already got the perfect trap for salt and moisture. Dealers love selling lifetime undercoating packages for $600 to $800, but many don't even apply them, or they use watered-down products that fade in a season. The smarter move: go to a trusted independent mechanic and request a real oil-based spray every year or two. If your car is brand new, you can use a permanent undercoating, but never apply it on used metal. It locks in hidden rust and lets it rot from the inside out. Number 11. The undercarriage danger you never see. Most car owners wash the body, wax the paint, and forget the one area that actually rusts first: the undercarriage. Salt, brine, and dirt collect there, baking onto the frame like cement. And when it stays wet, corrosion starts chewing through suspension arms, brake lines, and cross members. According to AAA, a car washed once a week in winter lasts nearly 3 times longer than one that isn't washed at all. But here's the catch. That undercarriage spray at the car wash, it's weak. The wide-angle jets barely tickle the grime. You need pressure, about 4,000 psi, to blast it clean. For less than $30, buy a handheld undercarriage washer that hooks to your pressure washer wand. Use it every time you drive through snow or salted roads. It takes 5 minutes and can add 5 years to your frame's life. Number 10. The hidden drains destroying your car from the inside. Your car hides a secret network of tiny drains in the sunroof tracks, doors, trunk, and gas filler area. Their job is to redirect water out of metal cavities. But once they clog with dirt or leaves, water gets trapped and corrosion goes to work from within. Drivers rarely notice until the damage is irreversible: bubbling paint, soggy carpets, and brown streaks running down door panels. To fix it, grab some weed eater string or a flexible zip tie. Push it gently through every drain hole twice a year, spring and fall. Then pour a little water in each one to confirm it's flowing out. Check the drain near your spare tire well and the one behind the gas cap. Clean drains equal dry steel, and dry steel never rusts. But even if you keep the water out, the next secret actually makes your metal repel it entirely. Number 9. The miracle of lanolin-based sprays. Forget expensive dealer coatings. The real rust killer is lanolin, a natural waxy oil derived from sheep's wool. Products like Fluid Film and Surface Shield use lanolin to create a self-healing, water-repelling layer. It creeps into seams, bolts, and cavities where traditional paint can't reach. Unlike hard coatings, it doesn't crack or trap existing rust. Instead, it isolates moisture and oxygen, the two ingredients rust needs to form. Here's how to use it. Thoroughly wash and dry the undercarriage. Spray lanolin on everything metal, except brakes and rubber. Reapply every 1 to 2 years, or annually if you live in the Salt Belt. A single DIY treatment costs under $60 and saves thousands in repairs. But even perfect protection can be undone by one common winter mistake almost every driver makes. Number 8. The heated garage myth. You might think keeping your car warm protects it. In reality, heat doubles the corrosion rate every 10 degrees Celsius. When you drive through snow and salt, then park in a toasty garage, that ice melts into a salty soup. The moisture seeps into every crack, and the heat accelerates oxidation. By morning, your car's metal has aged weeks in a single night. If you can, park outside on dry pavement or under a ventilated carport. If you must use a heated garage, install a dehumidifier and industrial fan to keep the air moving, because warmth plus salt equals disaster. But while heat is bad science, there's another scientific trick that sounds genius and doesn't actually work at all. Number 7. The truth about electronic rust inhibitors. You've probably seen those little anti-rust boxes online that claim to send an electrical current through your car to stop corrosion. They look high-tech, but they're basically snake oil for cars. Here's where the idea came from. Large ships and oil pipelines use cathodic protection, where a sacrificial metal anode corrodes instead of the steel hull. It works because those structures are always surrounded by conductive material, water or soil. Cars aren't. They sit in open air, which breaks the electrical circuit. So while the theory is sound, the car versions simply don't do anything. If you really want that level of protection, you'd need to galvanize the entire chassis, something only worth it for classic restorations. But forget fancy gadgets. The real danger might already be inside your car, right under your feet. Number 6. Rubber floor mats, the hidden rust trap. Rubber mats seem like protection, but they can secretly destroy your floor pans. Here's why. When snow or rain melts off your boots, the water slides under the mat and gets trapped between the carpet and metal floor. Rubber mats block airflow, so the moisture can't evaporate. Over time, that dampness eats through the floor pan like acid. The fix is easy. After every wet drive, lift the mats and let the carpet breathe. If it's soaked, run a fan or dehumidifier overnight. It sounds small, but I've seen cars with perfect paint and rotted floors because of this one oversight. And while most drivers ignore what's under their feet, what's growing under the paint can be far worse. Number 5. How to spot and stop rust before it's too late. Rust doesn't appear overnight. It starts small, a tiny scratch, a bubble, a rough patch under the paint. Catch it early, and it's an easy fix. Ignore it, and it spreads like cancer. There are 3 stages: surface rust, light discoloration, sand it, prime it, paint it. Scale rust, flaky texture and bubbling paint, needs grinding and sealing. Penetrating rust, holes and structural damage, thousands in repairs. Every time you wash your car, inspect wheel arches, door bottoms, and trunk seams. Touch up chips immediately using color-matched paint and a rust converter primer. Rust prevention isn't about perfection. It's about attention, because one ignored chip can turn into a $10,000 frame job. Still, even the best-maintained car can corrode fast if you park it in the wrong place. Number 4. Parking habits that secretly destroy your car. Your parking spot might be shortening your car's life. Direct sunlight fades paint and weakens the factory clear coat. Once that layer breaks down, UV and moisture start attacking the metal underneath. Parking on grass, dirt, or gravel is even worse. As the ground releases dew, it keeps your undercarriage damp for hours. The best place to park? A carport. It blocks sun, rain, and snow while staying ventilated. If you park outside, at least avoid shade trees that drop leaves into your drains. But even if your parking is perfect, there's something much more corrosive waiting on the road itself. Number 3. The salt neutralizer secret. Since 2012, most states have replaced solid rock salt with liquid de-icing brine, a sticky chemical cocktail of sodium chloride, calcium chloride, and even beet juice. It clings to metal like syrup, finding every crevice that oil sprays can't reach. Once it dries, it draws moisture from the air, creating a constant wet film that never truly evaporates. To fight back, use a salt-neutralizing wash before and after snow season. These cleaners contain surfactants and neutralizers that break down salt molecules instead of just rinsing them away. Combine it with that 4,000 psi washer from earlier, and you'll strip away the corrosive layer most drivers never see. But while you're protecting the underbody, there's one spot above the hood quietly corroding too, and it's tied to your battery. Number 2. The battery tray acid trap. Battery acid is one of the most overlooked rust accelerants in any vehicle. As batteries age, microscopic leaks or vented vapors spill sulfuric acid onto the tray. Over time, it eats paint, primer, and then the metal itself. If the tray weakens, your battery can shift, snap its mounts, or short-circuit wiring. Every oil change, inspect the area around your battery. If you see white or green crust, neutralize it with baking soda and water. Dry it, then coat the terminals with dielectric grease. It's a 10-minute fix that prevents hundreds in damage, and sometimes even fires. And now, the final secret that separates cars that last 5 years from cars that last 20. Number 1. The annual rust inspection ritual. Once a year, give your car a full-body checkup. Lift it or use ramps, grab a bright flashlight, and inspect the frame rails, suspension mounts, rocker panels, and door sills. Use a screwdriver to poke any flaking spots. If it crunches, treat it immediately. A professional inspection costs less than a tank of gas, but can save you thousands in future repairs. The earlier you find rust, the easier it is to stop. Ignore it, and your car will rot quietly from the inside out. Rust is slow, silent, and merciless, but it's also 100% preventable. Wash your car. Keep it dry. Recoat it with lanolin. Inspect it like your life depends on it, because someday it might. Protecting your car from rust doesn't cost much money. It just costs attention. Do these 12 things, and you'll never fear the orange plague again. Because the truth is simple. Cars don't die of age. They die of neglect